Fran Townsend is a former Homeland Security advisor to President George W. Bush. She is now a CBS News senior national security analyst. Fran, good morning.
Good morning.
So where are we in this investigation? What do we know about motive? What do we know about why he selected Chelsea? What do we know about whether he was connected to a cell? What do we know about what he learned in Pakistan?
So first, it's not clear he's connected to a cell. In fact, law enforcement authorities are saying there's no evidence of that at this time, but they remind us it's early in the investigation. Yesterday we were saying, geez, why wouldn't ISIS have claimed responsibility? Well, now what we know, these rants and where he traveled to, Charlie, it's equally likely affiliated with Al-Qaeda, if he's affiliated with any international group, and that's, of course, the focus of the investigation. And then third, I'd say, their investigators are very interested in understanding where was the bomb factory. He made all these devices. He would have had to accumulate stuff. The cell phone he acquired over a year ago. So where was he constructing this stuff, and why didn't anybody notice?
And did he have help?
Right.
And there are reports, Fran, that he's not cooperating. What are the options when you have a suspect and they say, I'm not talking?
Well, look, he's in custody, and so he has a constitutional right not to tell us anything.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, in prior investigations where you bring somebody in the midst of this sort of an investigation and want to know if there are others out there and other devices, you're saying to him, look, you don't have to talk to us, but rest assured, if there are others out there with devices and you could help us prevent another terror attack or another explosion and you fail to, you will be charged with complicity in those future attacks and may have to face the death penalty if people are killed.
Does that carry any weight for somebody that in most cases they don't care if they die?
Well, that's right, but clearly this guy didn't. This guy did care. He was not interested in dying, and so.
I'm particularly interested in this more than year-long trip that he took to Pakistan, where he also visited Afghanistan. Are officials, including Homeland Security officials, now going back and finding out, tracing his steps there?
Absolutely. And, part of that, Nora, is going to rely on cooperation with the Afghan intelligence service and the Pakistan intelligence service. Who did he meet with? Where did he go? Is this the trip where he was radicalized? Because, of course, investigators tell us that talking to people here, when he came back after that trip, he grew a beard. He seemed to be more anti-American, those sorts of clues.
What's interesting also is the police work. One thing led them to him, and some evidence in terms of similarity of the bombs.
Yeah. And the cooperation of the public, right?
Right. Putting out the picture.
Finding him.
Many of us got that this identification, be on the lookout, turn on your TVs and take a look. Right. I had never gotten one of those before, and I was talking to many people who said, I think that was very, very helpful.
There was some debate about whether to use that, and then they said, go ahead, and it was.
And should he have been on a watch list, Fran, given his travel?
I'm worried about that, and I think investigators, once you get, this is not the time to do it yet, but they'll go back and look. This was an extended travel. He had family over there. It was from a country of national interest, of concern. I'll tell you, as we look at the UN General Assembly, this issue about the refugee report, the IG of DHS came out and said, there are all these immigrants you shouldn't have given citizenship to. And as the president's trying to convince the UN and others here in this country to allow refugees in, very bad time for that report to come out.
Thanks, Fran.
Sure.
In our